Hello everyone, this is our math lesson for Monday, November 30th. We are on page 161 in your math book. I'm going to give you a chance to look at that. And I'm also going to ask you, now I'm fine using a yardstick, but if you could find a ruler in your house, this would come in handy. So if you need to stop the video before we go any farther, look for a ruler. You can use it for a number line, okay? Or if you'd like, you can also use counters of some kind. You can use pennies, whatever you have at home. But we're going to use the number line today in our lesson. Okay? Now, if you will go to page 161. All right, I'm going to read it to you. Mark has 13 erasers, and he gives 5 of them to Troy. How many erasers does Mark have now? Show your thinking in the space below. Well, in our last topic, the last chapter that we did addition. Well, now we're doing subtraction. So if you will take a look, I wrote it on my page, okay? He had 13 erasers and he took away 5. Now I know that answer is 8. But in order to show my work, I drew 13 erasers, marked through 5. If you count the ones that I did not mark, you will see that he has 8 erasers left. Okay, turn the page. And we are going to work on the number line. All right. It says you can count back or count on to subtract. So on the first one, you're going to count back. So it says 11 minus 5. We want to figure out what 11 minus 5 is. So here is 11. Okay. We're going to count back, okay, to 5. So we're going to have to count how many times we jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 11 minus 5 is 6. You can also count, count on as well. So if you know 11 minus 5, we're trying to find out what that number is to make 11 from 5. You can start at 5 and you can go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you know that 11 minus 5 is 6. Now, I myself as a math teacher prefer us to, when we count on, that's for addition, and when we count back, that's subtraction. I find that it's a little bit easier. If you're thinking about going both ways, sometimes it gets a little confusing. So for us, I would suggest that you start at with the large number and then count back to make subtraction. Okay? So take a look at the page, and it wants to do a convince me. So we'll do a convince me together. It says 9 minus 5. Okay, now for 9 minus 5, you can start at the 9, and you go back 5, and you're going to come up with the answer of 4. Okay, 9 minus 5 equals 4. Or you can count on from 5 and go up and count how many times. Now, as I said, I find that it's easier to go count on with addition and count back with subtraction. Okay? So in your box, you can write 9 minus 5, and you can show it equals 4. Okay? Now, down at the guided practice, we have 11 minus 3, and you can see they already came to the number. See how they started at the 11, and they counted back 3, and you landed on the 8. Now, look at 15 minus 6. What number are you going to land on if you subtract 15 minus 6? You take 6 jumps back from 15. So start at 15 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and find the number that you land on. And I think you'll find that the answer is 9. Okay, turn the page in your math book. And I'm going to go over the independent practice that you're going to work on today. You're using a number line. They want you to find the difference. That means you're subtracting. Difference means you're subtracting. We're comparing. We want to find the difference. We're not putting it all together. We're taking it away. It's a difference, okay? So the first problem is 11 minus 6 equals 5. So if you start at 11 and you count back 6, then you're going to find that your answer. Okay, number 4, 7 minus 7. Okay, if you're on 7 and you go back 7, find what number you land on. think you might already know it. And for number 5, 15 minus what equals 7? So you can start at 15, jump back 7 because you know that number, then you'll find your unknown number. Okay? Then on the back of your page, if you'll turn your page, we're going to do a little problem solving. Help David find 16 minus 7 on a number line. Okay, so if you use a number line, and you can use your ruler, so you're going to tell us where you're going to start at. So it says 16 minus 7, so we're going to start at 16. That'll be your first number. Tell me how many numbers you count back, and then complete the problem. 16 minus 7 equals, write the answer. Now, on the number 7, it says Jenny draws 14 frogs. Adam draws 6 frogs. How many more frogs does Jenny draw than Adam? Now, you can do this 2 ways. You can say, okay, down at the bottom, there's an equation there. You can say that your answer equals 14. And you can tell me that, okay, he drew 6. Well, how many more did she do than 14? You can also do it as a subtraction problem and say 14 minus 6 equals how many more frogs did she draw? And then you go on the number line, go to 14, jump back 6 and see what you land, how many times, jump back 6 and see what number you land on to say how many more frogs she had. On number 8, the assessment practice, 15 minus 9, get on 15, go back 9 jumps, tell me what the answer is. One more activity you have, and I'm going to scan these in so it'll be a PDF that your parents need to sign up. You're going to work on, since we might have a little snow, I thought it might be fun to have a snowman. So, directions are to use the numbers on the snowman's hats to make a fact family. So, you take the 2 smaller numbers, 6 plus 5, and that equals 11. And then, of course, 6 and 5 need to trade. Then down here, you put your larger number first in subtraction. 11 minus 6 would equal the other number. And then you trade it down here. 11 minus 5 equals the other number. Yes, you may color if you like. You don't have to. It's bonus points. But this is going to help you work on your fact families, both addition and subtraction. If you have any questions, please have your parents contact me. I will see you later.